This is where you want to be. And there you go. About 5 seconds from now, you'll realize that you completely missed your stop. And you'll spend the next 20 to 30 seconds yelling at yourself for the mistake.
Ah, I can't believe I missed that road! Ah, piece of monkey I can't stand driving. I hate this. I quit.
Well, stop yelling at yourself. We're going to teach you how to fix the problem.
The answer to your problem lies in a little maneuver called the turnabout.
Where the heck did you come from?
The turnabout lets you turn about and drive in the opposite direction, hence the clever name. The turnabout procedure uses many of the same procedures you did when you were making a regular left or right-hand turn, except for this time, you're going to be turning a full 180 degrees. Now, there are several different types of turnabouts that you can use, depending on the situation. The first one that we're going to go over is the mid-block turnabout, more commonly known as the U-turn. The U-turn will let you turn about and go in the opposite direction without reversing or interrupting the flow of traffic. No fuss, no muss.
Okay, so what's first?
Well, the first thing is proper planning. You want to plan in advance. And you want to plan in advance so that you're in the proper lane. In the case of the U-turn, the proper lane is the farthest lane to the left. Now, remember to use your turn signal when you come up to the intersection. That's where we're going to be making our U-turn.
Gotcha.
Now, looks like there's an intersection up here, and there is a left turn lane. That's where you're going to be making your U-turn, because that's the farthest lane to the left. Otherwise, you'd be cutting off traffic that's trying to make a left-hand turn.
Okay.
So go ahead up there and stop at the limit line.
You got it.
Now, when you get up to the intersection, you want to make sure you check for any signs. Signs that say that you can't make a U-turn. A lot of places it's illegal.
Okay.
And that can cost you a pretty hefty fine. Unless you feel like donating a couple $100 to your local traffic enforcement.
No,
Yeah.
not really.
I didn't think so. So in this case, we know that it's okay to make a U-turn. It's legal. Also want to check your light. If there is a turn arrow, do your U-turn when the arrow turns green. Go ahead, let's let her rip.
All right.
All right, and use your space management techniques. Check your mirror and accelerate into the flow of traffic. Good.
Right. And now I get to go back to the turn I missed.
Okay, the next type of turnabout that we're going to work on is the two-point turn. There are two of those, two different types. One's traveling to the left front area, and one's traveling to the right rear area. For this example, we're going to work on the right rear turnabout.
Hey, man, I'm ready when you are.
All right, good. First thing you want to do is try to find a driveway that is on the right side, or an alleyway that's on the right side of the road. Oh, there's one right up there, a driveway. Okay, now you want to use your right turn signal about 100 feet before that driveway so the other drivers will know that you're coming out of traffic. All right, pull over there to the right side. Go just past the driveway.
All right.
Good. Check your path. Everything clear?
Yep. Everything's clear.
Shift into reverse. Good. Now, as soon as the front end of your vehicle reaches the front of the driveway, you want to come to a stop and shift out of reverse.
Okay. At this point, it would just be like making a regular left-hand turn, right?
Exactly. Except for this time, you're going to be making left, going back in the same direction that you just came from. That's what makes it a turnabout.
Oh.
All right.
Awesome. Makes sense.
Yeah. Good. Okay, so that's the two-point turn to the right rear. But remember, there's also the one to the left front.
Am I going to have to practice that one too?
Well, I do suggest you practice that before you take your driver's test, but for today, we don't need to do it. Now, the left front is very similar to the right rear, except for you're going to be backing into the flow of traffic instead of backing into a driveway. Basically, a left front, you're going to make a left turn into the driveway and then backing up into the flow of traffic. The right rear, you were backing into a driveway. See, that's what makes it so much more dangerous with the left front. You're backing into the flow of traffic. So always use the right rear turnabout whenever you can. Alright, so the next type of turnabout we're going to be working on is the three-point turn, most commonly known as the Y turn. You're going to use the Y turn in smaller residential areas and dead ends.
Why does it go to three-point turn?
Because it has 3 points of destination. And when the maneuver is all completed, you're going to be making a Y-shaped design. Okay, so the first step is to use your turn signals, so the other drivers will know that you're going to be making a right-hand turn.
Well, what if there isn't any other drivers?
Still a good idea to use your turn signals. Go ahead and make a right turn signal. Okay, pull over there on the right side of the curb. I'm going to do the same thing like we did the 2-point turn. Great. All right, now come to a stop here. No need to put into park. Okay. You're not going to be here for that long. You want to check for any oncoming traffic, cross traffic, both directions, because your car is going to be in the middle of the road for a bit of time. You want to make sure you have plenty of room before that traffic is coming. Okay? So don't do this in anywhere where you don't have enough room. Make sure you have plenty of space.
Got it.
Okay, now while you're checking for traffic, turn on your turn signals again. This time, a left turn.
Okay.
Okay, now search the area again. Make sure everything is clear. Okay, so turn your wheels sharply to the left. You're going to be making a left turn clear across to the other side of the road by that curve there. Okay? Good. Come to stop. Okay, go ahead and shift into reverse. Remember that brake thing again. Right. Okay, and reverse into oncoming traffic there. Okay, and come to a stop when you get to the middle of the road. Go ahead and shift out of reverse. Straighten your wheel and go ahead and accelerate into the traffic.
Okay.
Easy, right?
Yeah.
Good. Make sure that you know all 5 of those turnabouts, because one of them is going to show up on your test.
Okay, I got it. I'm ready.